Good morning. It's actually not morning. It's like 11:30. But in my house, that means it's almost lunchtime. Lunchtime? Well, what are we having for lunch? Great question. Glad you asked. These. Ciao. This is 3 points. 3 stinking points. This is, or bites. I mean, it depends on the plan that you're using. But this is that's like 1.5 pounds of food. We're going to mix this 1.5 pounds of food with a glass of water, obviously, but you got chicken and an egg and cheese and vegetables and fruits and dips. And oh my goodness, there's so much good stuff in here. Not only are we going to be eating that for lunch, but we're going to show you how we made them. Because last week's grocery haul, yeah, that's where we got the stuff for it. And yeah, they're super simple, they're super healthy, they're super delicious and filling. And I've made a lot of lunch boxes. Hands down, I think this one I think has been my favorite so far. Andrea's chilling across the room. She's kind of amazing like that. It's lunchtime. I already told you what we were eating for lunch, but let's show you what we're eating for lunch now. Pa plow. I heated up the chicken a little bit, and I'm going to turn mine into a salad. Andrea, on the other hand, has got essentially the same thing. You got lunch? Mm-hmm. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
Okay, so fun little thing. While we were making these lunch boxes, we pointed out something going, what is that? It's this. What is this? That's a great question. This is a Cucina Pro apple peeler. And it's designed to be able to ram an apple onto one end and then crank through it. So, pull that out, stick your apple on the end, put the blade in place, and then you can just crank through and peel your apples. And not only does it peel them, but it uses this blade here to slice them. So you get perfectly peeled, perfectly sliced, perfectly cored apples. Every single time. It's one of the coolest toys I own. Next coolest toy that I own that I pointed out was my knife sharpener. And this is made by Kitchen IQ, and it's got a rough blade, a coarse blade, and a fine one. And you just run your knife through it a couple of times, and it's great. And it just sits on the edge of your counter. You gotta move down. You just pull your knife through it, and it sharpens them. Every time I cut, I use that. Keeps my blades sharp, keeps my knives from cutting me, because the most dangerous thing in a kitchen is a dull knife.
I don't have any Christmas accoutrement.
You don't need any Christmas accoutrement.
Are we filming?
It's actually recording. Did you ever see the movie Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Yeah, with the E on the end?
Yes, because it was a clause, like a legal thing.
Yeah.
Are you aware that there's a whole group of people, I mean, it's a whole movement of how conspiracy theories of how the elves picked Scott Calvin to be the next Santa Claus, and he really had no control over the fact that it was going to be him.
Yeah, I've seen these clips where they're like, look, there's an elf, there's an elf, there's an elf, and all these different shots.
It's almost like they were stalking him and grooming him for the role.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with today's video, but I just thought it was interesting. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Glad to see you here.
It is literally Christmas Eve.
It is literally Christmas Eve. We made lunchboxes this week.
We did.
What did you think of those?
I didn't like them.
Why not?
Well, I didn't like the chicken, like, at all.
The chicken, in my opinion, was the best part.
I didn't like it at all.
Why not?
I didn't like the flavor, and when it was cold, I thought it was kind of just meh, and then when it was heated up, reheated, it was kind of chewy. It just all around. I didn't eat the chicken.
So a different seasoning, maybe?
I don't know.
Different protein
Still
altogether?
Chewy. I'd rather have a different protein. I did like the hard-boiled egg, which is strange, because I normally don't like hard-boiled eggs, but you did them the right amount of time this time.
So they weren't too chewy.
They weren't
and
gross
they weren't,
in the middle.
Soft and I like soft boiled eggs when you set them on like a bowl of
I have a
ramen.
problem with yolks. I can't just eat. I know I eat scrambled eggs and that's the yolk mixed into everything, but when it's just like you have solid and then you poke it and it like it feels raw.
It is, you know what? Okay, that's fine. So you didn't like the chicken. I took my bowl one day and I dumped it all out on a cutting board and then I chopped it up into bits.
And you made salad.
And I made a salad of it. And it was really good, actually. I even included the apple for a touch of sweet. And
those apples were pretty good. Those were Cosmic Crisps. I've never bought that kind
I've never
before.
bought those before.
I thought they were good.
Oh, you used the apple slicer for those.
I did.
That thing's cool. I talked about it.
I don't consider it a slicer. I know it does. It actually spirals them. I consider it a peeler and a corer more than a slicer.
Okay, so
All right, back to lunchboxes.
well, yeah, back to the lunch boxes because this is a terrible topic.
I liked the peppers.
The peppers were really good. They were sweet.
Except I kept getting, the skin kept getting stuck in the denture plate at the top, and it was gagging me, and I kept having to, I don't understand what was different.
I don't know.
The carrots. The real thin ones I was able to eat, but
Okay,
a lot of them
so
were
you
too fat.
can eat carrot chips, but you can't eat.
I can eat carrot sticks if they're little square sticks.
Okay, so you want carrot sticks and not full fatty baby carrots.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dressing was good. The Bolt House Ranch.
Bolt House Ranch is amazing.
It's yogurt ranch.
Is it?
Yeah. I can make the same thing by buying fat-free yogurt and throwing in some of that.
Or, and hear me out on this, we could just keep eating Bolt House, which is delicious and very few points and/or bites.
You know what I learned about ranch? No, I won't tell you that.
Yeah, that's for the best. Thank you.
You already knew, didn't you?
I would rather not discuss it,
But
though.
you already knew.
I knew.
Okay.
I just choose not to.
Acknowledge it.
Just choose not to acknowledge it.
So what are my other
Protein
options? Because the chicken is not working so far. However, comma space, I would be willing to go back and buy Costco rotisserie chicken and try that chicken and see if I still hate it.
Do you want to try that for the next round of boxes, or do you want to try one of these other protein options?
We're going
I
to have to
scribbled
try
down
one
on
of
this
these
piece of paper?
other options for this time because I'm not going back to Costco right this minute. But
no, it is, like we said, literally Christmas Eve as of this recording, and there is no way on earth or in hell you could get me into a Costco today. So, other protein options. You can have a second egg. I like eggs. Hard-boiled eggs are good.
Yeah.
You can do more cheese.
You know what I just realized?
What did you just realize?
I should just make myself chef salads. Egg, cheese, a little bit of chicken that's not
I thought those were
seasoned.
terrible for you.
They can be
dressing.
because of the dressing. But if I'm using Bolthouse in a measured amount, it's the same amount of calories either way. I'm just eating a deconstructed... Oh, you know what else I could do? Ham.
I love ham that's
Or turkey.
glazed.
Sliced.
And...
No, deli ham.
The least favorite, but I still think most viable option for protein with your lunch.
It's protein shakes.
Protein
I can't,
shakes.
man, they make me gag. They make me gag.
That's fine.
They're
I mean,
too thick.
What
if we turn it into an actual milkshake? Is there a way to make it a milkshake?
Could we just take the entire lunchbox, drop it in a blender, and...
No, I meant the protein shake. Just the protein shake.
Do you remember that time that I blended up a pot roast dinner for Lily, and she's like, yeah, I'll drink this. Blah.
My mom did that to me when I had all that jaw surgery. She's like, I'll just throw this cheeseburger in the blender. It'll taste the same. No, it does not.
It doesn't.
So.
Christmas box, or lunch boxes were good. We're going to keep doing them, yes, no?
Yeah, I'll still do them. I just got to find other proteins for me, or else I'm going to do chef salads, which I'm just going to take lunch ham.
Yeah.
And egg and cheese and throw it on lettuce and...
Like a real chef salad where they just take lunch ham and throw it on the...
Yeah. Hey, I have a question, Internet and husband.
What? I probably have the answer.
What is your favorite song for the holidays? Regardless of whether or not you celebrate Christmas. Whatever your...
obviously, it's by Wham! And it's Last Christmas.
I hate that song
I love
so
that
much.
song.
Regardless of your religion and which holiday you observe, what is
Cherry
the favorite
Cherry Christmas by Neil Diamond.
song for it? And is it a traditional song like...
It's got all of Neil Diamond's greatest hits in it,
Oh,
so yes.
Come Emmanuel, or Angels We Have Heard on High.
Or how about Christmas in the Northwest by that one radio station?
Jingle Bell Rock.
No.
Should I break the Internet's brains?
Who was the original version that was by?
It was the guy.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
In Jingle Bell Rock.
Are we dancing to a jingling beat? Or is it with jingling feet? And you're going to go listen, and you're running it through your head, and you're thinking it's beat, but no, go look at the original.
The original, which was sung by a man, I don't remember his name, it says feet.
And you're going to hear it and never unhear it, and you're going to be like, damn it, Andrea. Damn
But it was re-recorded by a woman, which is the more popular version. It was used in Home Alone and the movie soundtrack, and she said beat. So everybody remembers it wrong for the most part.
After Christmas comes New Year's.
Oh, boo.
New Year's is great.
You know what that means? We've officially been doing this for a whole year.
Yeah, we have.
So end of the year weigh-in time.
More.
Did you weigh in?
No.
No?
No.
You have no idea how much you weigh right now.
I weigh 199 right now.
So I struggled definitely from April on, I'd say.
Okay. So that's where a little bit of self-reflection comes into play. And I'm not saying that big things could be happening or major life changes would be happening. I'm still working this one out in my brain. And it's that thing that you and I were talking about that you're like, but I don't want to. And I was like, we might need to. We're not going to talk about it now. Don't worry.
No, you're right, though.
That's for the next time we have this sit down, we will discuss it at length. Because we always said we'd be honest. And we will discuss it at length next time. But on that honesty note, when I said, hey, we need to talk about these resolutions, and you're like,
I deliberately didn't. Okay, so I did not write specific.
I did. Okay, so tell me what you came up with.
I said I was going to be healthier.
Okay.
And this can be interpreted a lot of ways. Maybe I'm going to get more physical activity in. Maybe I'm going to make better choices on eating. Maybe I'm going to go outside more. Just in general, I want to be healthier. That is a goal.
Okay, so that's thing one. What's thing two for you?
I need to learn to be happy. I don't know how to be happy. I don't. Good things happen. Like, we go to Disney and I'm like, I gotta pay for this. Or,
Okay, so you want to be healthier and be happier.
Yeah.
This sounds like it's out of an Olivia Rodrigo song. What's number 3 that you came up with?
I'm gonna do fun things.
Are you gonna be happy while you do them?
I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try. Okay. So, I think I understood the assignments.
Okay, wait. If you drop the weight you've written down,
yeah,
you'll still be overweight.
that's okay.
Won't you?
No.
No.
We're not having this discussion again. So I am committing to the losing of 40 pounds. I am committing to tracking my stats daily. And I am committing to drinking only water. You're going to notice on the paper there's a star
It
with the word
says caveat.
Caveats, but we're not going to discuss those. That's between you and I to discuss.
No, hold on. His caveat is that I prepaid for a very fancy dinner with a very fancy wine pairing. He's like, we'll give it to the table next to us. I was like, dude, it was $400 for that wine pairing. And he's like, caveat.
Caveat. So yeah, we're going to go to the Little Washington, and it's going to be amazing, and we're very excited. So those are my 3 things. 40 pounds, only water with a caveat, and tracking daily.
So I agree. Your goals are very good, and my goal of be healthier could easily be all 3 of those.
I didn't say your goals weren't good. I think your goals are great.
Why
are you looking at me like you're suspicious?
Because I feel attacked.
Oh, you shouldn't, though.
I'm afraid to make very, very, very specific goals because every time I do, they feel so very daunting, and then I don't achieve them, and then I fail.
Just make a smaller one.
I did. I said I'd be healthier.
That goal's great.
Does anybody else feel like he's lying?
I'm not. I'm honestly like, no, that's great. That's fantastic. I support you in this endeavor.
You are getting so animated about it, your hat is shedding.
My hat's going...
I think it's time for a new hat.
Maybe.
I think it's ripping.
Anyway, if y'all could do us a very tiny, tiny favor. Itty bitty.
Tell me your
favorite Christmas song.
Well, that too, but also your New Year's resolution.
I want to know what people's New Year's resolutions are. Those make me happy. Because maybe yours are better than mine, and I'm going to want to change my answer.
But I'd love to know what you're doing. But also, I'm pretty sure that's not what he was going to ask for. He has a Christmas request.
I do? I do. Oh, and it would be a Christmas miracle if they did it, too.
Except instead of a ding ding, it would be a jingle jingle.
I don't have a jingle jingle sound for the... Do I? I'm going to have to go look. So yeah, do me a favor. Ring the bell.
Jingle jingle.
Hey, hit the button, subscribe, all that nonsense. But seriously, interact with us. We'll talk back. But good stuff. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. And no, I was not attacking you. I fully support your resolutions.
Uh-huh.
Seriously.
I believe you.
You should. It's going to be amazing. Mwah.
Mistletoe.
I need to get a mistletoed.
Calories don't count on Christmas.
That's what I'm told. I don't know if I believe that.
I like the lady in the store backing me up. We're walking through the store while we were shopping, and I was whining for things I know I can't have. And
I want cookies. I want candy.
Garen's like, calories, Andrea, calories. And I was like, calories don't count on Christmas. And Garen goes, yeah, they do. And a woman next to me randomly goes, no, they don't.
Oh, that was a good thing.